Good evening. One of the biggest cities in the country is completely demolished as it is blown up by bombs from the sky.
A group of men, banished from this city, are traveling back to help rebuild and find civilians. News reporter Susan Edwards is with one of the men.
I am here with Tag, one of the men who escaped the dystopian city and is now going back to help. Tell us your incidents in this society.
Well, in the beginning I began working as a fireman, and we burned books, not prevented fires. On the way home from work I met a girl named Clarice. She talked to me about her uncle and explained abnormal things such as fireplaces and sitting out on the porch, but then she asked me if I am happy. Then, I found my wife, Mildred, overdosed with sleeping pills, and men came over to help save her life. They changed her blood, which disgusted me.
Wow, what an interesting world. What happens next?
This is just the beginning. The firehouse got a call one day that a woman had hid books in her house. We had to burn her house down and she was killed in the flames. It is one of the events that changed my views on our world.
Oh my God. That is terrible.
However, I was able to steal a book as the home was destroyed. The next day I tried to fake being sick to not go to work, but my captain, Beatty, comes to visit and knows I am not sick. He tells me why we burned and why I am disturbed by it.
What else?
After talking with Beatty, I told my wife about all the books that I have stolen. There were bundles and bundles of them. I met a man named Faber, a former professor, who told me the qualities of books. I convinced him to make me copies of books for me to plant in the homes of other firemen.
We will be right back with this report. We're back with Tag on his story, so we could learn more about the dystopia and its people.
Thank you for having me. When Mildred and her friends are watching television, I unplug it and read them an excerpt from the poem Dover Beach. As I am reading, the women have mixed emotions. One is crying, and Mildred is incredibly angry with me. Later, the firehouse gets a call that brings them to my home. The firemen are angry at me and I act shocked. Mildred reported me. I am forced to burn down my whole house. But, in my rage, I burned Beatty alive, and began to run. I was able to make my way through the city and narrowly escape the police. I let a nearby river take me downstream. When I get out of the river, I meet these people called the Book People. One of the men, Granger, tells me that they memorize their books, so they do not have any. The men are part of a resistance of society, and are outcasts. They tell me that I am one of them, because I memorized a section of the Bible. These are the people I am with now. Suddenly, we are all shocked by explosions in the distance. I think it's best we go see the damage. Hopefully there are survivors.
That story was amazing. I feel so bad for the lives lost in the destruction made. Thank you for the report, Tag. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you, Susan. We can only hope that there is survival. We also hope that now their dystopian society is destroyed, Montag can help transform their human character, like him.
Thank you for joining us, and good night.